What is going on, good people of YouTube? I'm ImJslay. Thank you so much for joining me, and wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're playing some Madden 21, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, leave a like rating, and if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you missed our previous video, I'll leave a link in the description of this video for you to go check it out. But in it, we discuss whether or not the Training Variety Pack store offer is a good way to make coins. If you're interested and would like to know the answer, go check that video out. So a while back, I posted a video where I talked about a budget team that you could buy for under 500,000 coins. If you are interested in that video, first and foremost, go click on the card in the top right-hand corner. It's going to take you over to that video so you can actually see where the groundwork was laid for that team. And I had a comment on that video within the last week or two from Wally G saying if I could do a monthly or a weekly update to that particular team, and I thought it was a good idea. Now, I'd be lying if I didn't say right after I made that team, I disbanded it. I have not been using it at all, but I thought it was a good enough idea to where I did run the numbers on what all of the cards that we are not using on the team anymore would sell for, and I also ran the numbers on if you did, since that video was posted, which was about 55-ish days ago, if you did your daily challenge every single day and you got an average of 7,000 to 8,000 coins, how many coins you would end up with, and then we take that into account as to how many coins it would end up costing this team, which is the new under 500k budget team, how much it would cost that team. Now, you should have roughly 745,000 coins. That could give or take some, right? That could be anywhere from 720,000 coins, even all the way as high as 800,000 coins, just depending on how your luck is with those quick sells, and then also too the time when you actually sold the contents of that team, right? For example, Josh Allen, our former quarterback, we were able to sell him. You may end up being able to sell him for more at the time that you sold him than we were, right? So just an average, right? But 745,000 coins. This particular team that I have assembled here today is going to cost you about 710,000 coins, not counting the training to power up the cards, the items, to put the abilities on them, right? So just keep that in mind. It is going to be a little bit more expensive, but the actual team itself is about 710,000 coins. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. Let's actually take a look. We're going to start with the offense. Okay, what you should be seeing on the screen right now is what the offense looks like when it is out on the field in my trips tied in scheme. This is not what it looks like in the actual depth chart itself. This is after you've added your substitutions in, so I just want to call that right out. Now, with the transition over, we're going to actually take a look and see what we are looking at the offense here, and then we're going to shift over to the defense. We're going to take a look at the abilities, we're going to take a look at the chemistries, we're going to see everything, right? But starting with the offense. Now, one thing I do want to mention, in the previous video, I did not use the team captains, I did not use the level master, I did not use Sam Mills, the MUT master. They are going to be in this video here. That is one thing that I would recommend doing for the simple fact of the chemistry purposes. On this budget team, there's not necessarily a team chemistry that we are working towards. However, if you are on a budget and you are a no money spent squad, a team chemistry or a theme team is the way to go. So I would recommend getting those, especially your team captain, as high as it can go. That way you can add the most team chemistry items on it. So Andre Johnson, Sam Mills, and Eddie George, our team captain, are going to be included in this video here, only one of which we're actually using, so just keep that in mind. But starting with the O-line, got Walter Jones, Joe Tooney, Alex Mack, Brandon Brooks, and Orlando Brown. These are simply there because they had the best attributes for the lowest amount of coins, right? I just want to show Walter Jones as an example here so you can see where the thought process lies when we are going through and finding out what cards that we want to use. So by getting Walter Jones, and then by at backup positions adding 4 other Seahawks. We really only actually added 2 others because you'll see Max Strong as our fullback. He actually gets ×3 Seahawks chemistry. We were able to get him up to 90 strength, meeting that 90 threshold, right? Yes, it would be ideal if we could get him 95. This is a budget team. 90 strength. And then take a look at the other attributes. Everything is above 90. 94 pass block once you add in the chemistries. 94 pass block power. 90 pass block finesse. The run blocking thresholds are all over 90 as well. That's the ideas. That's the thought process. When you're looking for these cards, you want them to meet those certain thresholds, either already with the cards or basically a simple chemistry or two could get them to where you're at. So that's why these cards are here. The guards were the best guards for the budget that we could use. The guards are necessarily not as important. We'll get to the abilities here in a second, but you will see we do have post up on the guards, which allows them to perform better when they're engaged in double teams, which is a simple adjustment you can make before you snap the ball, right? So that's the O-line. The tight end position, we went with Darren Waller here. Now, this was simply for the speed. I personally like the possession tight end archetype. There's not many in the game that are really at that speed threshold that you would like to have. The reason I like that is because of the ability points and the way they work. A possession tight end archetype for tight end apprentice is only a 1 ability point ability. For Darren Waller here, it's a 2 ability point ability. However, with a budget team that we are running right now, that wasn't necessarily as important as it was to make sure that we had a faster tight end out on the field. Quarterback, Brett Favre. This right here is still my quarterback to this day on my main team. This guy plays insane. I've had you guys in the comment section telling me before that you hated that you slept on Brett Favre, and now that you have him, you are glad that you did it. He's got 98 throw power, 91 short, 92 medium, 90 deep accuracy. You like to see that, especially on a budget. When you put Gunslinger on him, and considering the fact that Favre has one of the best releases in the game, this still makes him one of the best quarterbacks in the game. You've seen Cam Akers before. He was on just like Brett Favre, and just like a lot of these cards that you'll be seeing, he was on our top 3 budget running backs. He actually came in, I'll spoil it now, at the number 1 position, but if you want to go watch and see the rest of that video, click on the card in the top right-hand corner. It'll take you right over there to that. But Cam Akers, one of the better budget running backs in the game. You get him for like $40K. At 95 speed with sprinters, 97 acceleration, you can't argue with that. The main drawback is going to be that change of direction, which is slightly noticeable, him versus Alvin Kamara, who has a significantly higher change of direction. I can definitely tell the difference after using Kamara from Cam Akers. The speed is definitely a little slower, obviously, but 95 speed on a budget team with 97 acceleration is pretty awesome. The 2 wide receivers that see the field are going to be Isaac Bruce and Brandon Ayuk. I would really, really like to have Chad Johnson at this position right here. And then Isaac Bruce would be on the outside. Chad Johnson would be my slot guy with my route tech. However, he's about $89K. Brandon Ayuk's about $30K. That's a significant difference. That is one of the upgrades I would recommend you making initially, is going from Brandon Ayuk to Chad Johnson being your main route tech receiver, because it's only a 1 ability point ability. But nonetheless, we do have Isaac Bruce with that right now. The main drawback of Isaac Bruce, as you saw in the top 3 budget wide receivers video, is going to be the fact that with the chemistries fully maxed out, he only gets to 89 medium and 89 short route running. I can definitely notice the difference. Chad is going to have 95 speed with 95 medium and 95 short route running. That's going to be significantly better than the additional 2 speed that Isaac Bruce offers you. On the outside, Bruce is going to be just fine. Once again, I run the trips tight end scheme, so just keep that in mind. But that's the offense. Let's take a look at the abilities and see what we're looking like as far as that goes. Brett Favre, as we mentioned, does have Gunslinger. I do have Omaha on him. The only reason I have that is because I use this card on my main team as well, but you don't necessarily have to use that because that's an additional 500 training. Darren Waller, once again, tight end apprentice. Isaac Bruce is our route tech at that slot receiver. Cam Akers has backfield master because he's an elusive back. It's a 2 ability point ability, but once again is not necessarily as big of a deal on a budget team. Walter Jones has edge protector, so does Orlando Brown. This is one difference that I did want to put on this team here, because they are going to run into some edge rushers that are going to be absolutely insane even without any abilities. I wanted to have edge protector on them so they could have those stronger pass blocking animations when they are going up against those edge rushers. Because they have the lower attributes, they're not going to play like Jimbo Covert or Lincoln Kennedy, the tackles on my main team. So I wanted to fortify them and make them play a little better. And this actually works. I haven't noticed in the games that I've played them getting beaten too often. So I do like that aspect of it. And once again, Brandon Brooks and Joe Tooney have post up. They are dominant when engaged in double team blocks, which is a very quick adjustment you can make prior to the snap. So that's the offense. Okay, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like rating. If you have a question, a comment related to the video, if I did not explain something properly, or if you just want to say what's up, leave that in the comment section down below. I love interacting with each and every one of you down there. And if you'd like to see more content, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. I'm ImJslay, signing out today. I'll catch you all on my next video.